Baiklah, bila kita sebut mengenai pembangunan luar bandar, perkara yang datang ke pemikiran kita adalah jalan raya, jambatan. So, hari itu kita akan berbicara mengenai links and develops bersama Yang Berhormat Tan Sri Dato' Amar Dato' James Jebut Masing, Timbalan Ketua Menteri Sarawak merangkap Menteri Infrastruktur dan Pembangunan Pelabuhan. Apa khabar Tan Sri?
Bagus, terima kasih. Thank you very much.
Tan Sri, terima kasih diucapkan kerana sudi meluangkan masa bersama kami orang di Tausi Talk Show pada kali itu. Dan sebelum kita berloya lebih panjang, boleh Tan Sri ceritakan sedikit mengenai Tan Sri?
Yeah, I was educated in Kapit dulu lah.
Okay.
Dulu primary school di Kapit.
Mm-hmm.
Sudah tu saya pergi Sibu for my secondary.
Okay.
Dan berita dari sekolah lah.
Mm-hmm.
From Sibu, then I went to New Zealand for my first graduate.
Okay.
And then for my masters dengan PhD in Australia.
Alright.
Itulah cerita saya masih muda lah. Sampai
bermula karier politik tahun berapa ya?
Karier politik 1983.
1983.
December 1983 ya.
Waktu yang masih single lah.
Yalah.
Tan Sri, kita ke soalan seterusnya. Kementerian Infrastruktur dan Pembangunan Pelabuhan ataupun MIPD. Sebuah kementerian yang memainkan peranan yang cukup penting dalam pembangunan negeri Sarawak dan terkenal dengan slogan Links and Develops. Memang kita sudah ketahui Sarawak tu memang sebuah negeri yang cukup luas dan cukup besar. So macam ni links and develops to play the role. Boleh Tan Sri kongsi dengan mengenai kementerian Tan Sri?
Links and develop. Links may have a connotation of connectivity. You connect.
Yes.
Without connection, you cannot develop.
Exactly.
Yeah. In Sarawak, kita ada 3 jenis kita pakai develop negeri Sarawak ini.
Mm-hmm.
Satu by land.
By land. Darat.
Ada tepat by land, saya tengok.
Aha.
By land ketiga yang besar. First, you have the Penbono Highway.
Mm-hmm.
Panjang dia tidak kurang dari 900 km.
900 km.
Okay. Kalau kita dari 900 km, kalau kita driving from Miri to Kuching will take you about 8 hours.
Yeah.
Tapi kalau kita dari Sibu ke Kuching, it takes you now 5 jam juga.
Yeah, betul.
So that is the Penbono Highway. Tapi kita ada juga Coastal Highway.
Coastal Highway.
Coastal Highway panjang dia 312 km.
312 km.
Okay. And it take you 5 hours juga.
Mm-hmm.
The shortest one, that is talking from Sibu, you know.
Uh-huh.
The shortest one is from Sibu to Kuching is using second trunk road. Second trunk road tu dari Sibu, Bentago,
Uh-huh.
Serike, Roban, Batang Lupa,
Yeah.
Then Kuta Semarahan and Kuching. It take you 2.5 hours saja.
2.5 hours. Itu kita punya trunk road.
Second
trunk road. Yes.
Ya, the Penbono Highway tu panjang tu, 5 jam.
Okay.
That's why we need this and open up juga area between second trunk road and open up the area to the Penbono Highway. In the middle there, between Penbono Highway and Coastal Highway, buka kena second trunk road passing through.
Okay.
That's why this is the second way. Another one is by air.
By air.
By air tu, that's one way kita link and develop Sarawak.
Yeah.
Dulu tadi pakai tanah.
Yes.
By land.
Sekarang ni kita terbang.
Terbang dia 24 airstrip
Okay.
di Sarawak. Of the 24, yang besar tu 5.
5
Kuching, Sibu, airport. Kuching, Sibu, Bintulu, Miri dengan Mukah.
Yeah, okay.
So, and then we also have to develop Sarawak by sea juga. We have 5 ports.
Pelabuhan. Di
So
mana ada pembangunan pelabuhan dalam
kawasan ini. It's not that easy to develop Sarawak. Sarawak keluasan dia 120,000 square kilometer. About almost half the size of Malaysia.
Ya, lebih kurang sebesar Semenanjung.
Semenanjung, besar Semenanjung,
Yeah.
And that is our difficulty.
Okay, the biggest challenge untuk
challenge
Kementerian
kita.
Tan
Yes,
Sri
betul, ya.
untuk connectkan connectivity tersebut. So Tan Sri, kita ke soalan seterusnya Tan Sri. Salah satu fokus kerajaan negeri Sarawak dalam menuju misi negeri termaju menjelang tahun 2030 adalah pembangunan kawasan luar bandar. We're talking about rural development sekarang ni. I believe MIPD is one of the key player in this effort. And kalau boleh Tan Sri kongsikan bersama kita, share with us in general the initiatives taken by your ministry to enhance rural infrastructure
In
development.
all, I think we got to look at the macro level of Sarawak. In Sarawak, there are 12 division.
Yes.
In that 12 division, kita ada 40 distrik. In each district ada satu town.
Yeah.
So therefore, there are about 40 towns. And out of that, you have 5,000 orang, 5,000 long houses.
Okay.
All of these get to be connected. First of all, kita mesti connect all the town within the 40 district, you know.
Yes.
Sudah tu, kita must connect the long house and kampung. And that is the one we have to do. I hope to do it. I mean, the state government hope to accomplish all this by 2030.
2030.
And that is our aim, to ensure that development datang di luar bandar.
Yeah. Tan Sri, Tan Sri sendiri daripada Kapit. Dengan cerita Kapit akan ada airport baru.
Ada. We
Boleh-
have di
boleh Tan
Kapit
Sri
ada
kongsi?
ya. Di Kapit ada airport yang akan dibuka called Bukit Mabong.
Bukit Mabong.
Bukit Mabong catering for passengers as well as cargo.
Dan juga kargo. Yeah.
Cargo kedua. And that is in the middle of Kapit division, in the
Okay.
middle of my Kuasan.
Okay.
Dulu ada airport di Kapit, tapi sekarang tak jalan, dah tutup.
Dah tutup.
So I'm creating a new one,
Mhm.
further inland lagi.
Okay. Right. So, bila ianya dijangka siap, Tan Sri?
I think the contract they will start in October this year. Saya fikir dia akan siap 2 years from now.
2 years from now. Wow. So insyaAllah dalam 2 tahun daripada
Yeah.
sekarang, Kapit akan ada airport baru.
Ya, correct.
Kapal terbang.
Kalau tak ada COVID-19 nah. Itu dia. Betul.
Itu sama-sama kita doa, Tan
Ya,
Sri.
itu ya, correct.
Tan Sri, talking about lebih daripada 900 kilometer
Yeah.
bila Tan Sri mengatakan
Yeah.
mengenai jalan pesisir.
Coastal road.
Coastal road. Mesti ada challenges.
Ada.
For sure.
Tu
Can we share?
jalan coastal highway tu satu jalan yang pergi rural area, tapi ada lagi yang pergi ulu-ulu sungai tu. And that is the big problem.
Mhm.
You know why it's big problem? Because there is no access to that area.
Okay.
Kena tu we have to develop rural area, you have to create that extra access.
Exactly.
Tadi saya cakap there are 5,000 long houses in kampung.
Mhm.
That has to be connected.
Yes.
To connect development into that area, you must build a road into that.
Mhm.
Sekarang kita depend on timber logging truck,
timber logging truck,
Tim-
yes.
timber logging. Itu yang create problem kita. Kena they will not allow us to use it kalau kita tak ada toll. That
Okay.
become a challenge for government to develop rural area sekarang.
Mhm.
This coastal highway is slightly easier.
Mhm.
It just costs us more. That's all. But go into rural area requires accessibility. So if I have to develop rural area, I have to create that accessibility.
Okay.
Itu yang mahal.
So kita tak perlu lagi nak bergantung dengan jalan apa orang dah jalan balak ya lagi
tidak,
lah.
ya.
Sebab tu bila
We have JKR have to create its own accessibility,
okay.
and that is very expensive.
There's very and then there's biggest task the biggest task
Yeah,
untuk
that's the task
mengolah
for us.
jalan
Yeah.
pesisir ini. Baiklah Tan Sri, kita beralih ke soalan seterusnya. Something very interesting that mungkin ramai yang tidak tahu, especially orang Sarawak, that Tan Sri mempunyai bakat yang cukup orang madah excellent writing skills, and we are thrilled to know that about your book, The Coming of the Gods, and Iban Invocatory Chan ataupun Timang Gawai Amat of the Balih River region. So this is two
This one, yeah.
volumes.
Yeah,
Tan
two,
Sri?
yeah. This is the coming. These are my thesis, my PhD thesis,
Okay.
The Coming of the Gods. Yeah.
Alright.
So 2 volume of it. This was done. I think most of us, a lot of people in Sarawak knows, participating in Gawai.
yeah.
But one of the critical factor in Gawai is the timang. This one.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I did. I studied this timang as part of my PhD thesis.
Mm-hmm.
The reason being, this is because this is very important for Gawai ceremony to take place.
Okay.
Gawai is not all about merrymaking saja. There are religious effect.
Yeah.
There are religious effect that come with it.
Mhm.
And that's why this book is done. I'm just, it took me about 2.5 years to do it.
2 tahun setengah
Betul.
untuk and then itu merupakan volume yang pertama, Tan Sri.
Yalah.
Ini merupakan volume yang kedua.
Itu bukan. I get to do 2 of them together.
I see. Okay.
To qualify me to get a PhD.
I
I have to do
see.
2 of them.
Sudah berada di pasaran, Tan Sri?
Ada.
Ada juga ya. So I think to those of you yang nak baca buku yang hasil nukilan Tan Sri Dato' Ahmad James, The Coming of the Gods, very interesting. Saya akan ambil masa untuk baca buku ini, Tan Sri. Tebal nampaknya. So mungkin selepas ini Tan Sri ada plan lagi ke ataupun
I will
menulis
not
lagi?
be writing any more of this, tapi I want to write memoir on what I've done in the last 37 years.
That is
That
very
one I have
interesting.
to do slightly later lah.
Okay.
You know why I don't want to finish it now? Because I want to have friends with me.
Okay.
When I read the memoir, the friend might disappear later on.
Okay.
It's memoir that you write about what's happening during your lifetime
Mhm.
may not be too nice for others sometimes lah. So
Okay.
I'll keep it quiet dulu lah.
We are really looking forward about it, Tan Sri. Semua mungkin ramai nak tahu especially your political
37
experience,
years.
your political journey.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay, right, Tan Sri. We want to know your vision towards Sarawak future, if you can share with us, Tan Sri.
As I said before, banyak tempat tu keluasan tu 124,000 square kilometer. My vision is that I want all this area to be connected, because through the connectivity kita dapat develop into by 2030 kita masih develop nation by 2030. Kerana all these areas, the 5,000 kampung and longhouse to develop, and all the 40 small town in this district are connected. My vision is to make sure all these areas are connected. When they are connected, then they will develop. Thus, the word links and develop come in. That's my vision for
That's our
Sarawak.
vision.
By 2030, will be a developed state in Malaysia.
Okay, sama-sama kita doakan.
Yeah.
Tan Sri, I'm very curious about one thing before we conclude. I want to ask about the recent Kalimantan border issue. Can you share with us a little bit about the matter, Tan Sri?
The COVID-19, I think we are affected, so is Indonesia affected by that. In Kalimantan, there is a danger that people coming from Kalimantan come to Sarawak. So we must to stop them at the border post. We have a lot of, kita cakap jalan tikus, a lot of people coming in, and also we have 3 CIQs, the big one. We closed 3 CIQs. We have closed the 3 CIQs, and also we closed jalan tikus, so that people dari Kalimantan tak datang sini.
Betul.
Not that we don't want them. We don't want them to bring in COVID-19 pergi sini. And this is the one that concern us the most now. And I've been tasked to look after that. So jalan tu sudah tutup sekarang.
Okay.
So you don't try to go there lah, jangan.
Okay, alright. Nang Ramadan nang enjoy.
Yeah.
Bila kelakar dengan Tan Sri, banyak yang kita tahu perjalanan cerita Tan Sri yang penuh pengalaman tu, dan juga of course inisiatif kerajaan negeri Sarawak dalam pembangunan infrastruktur yang telah dikongsi oleh yang berhormat Tan Sri Dato' Amar sebentar tadi. Si Sabah rasa nak ride kat jalan pesisir, Tan Sri, insyaAllah kalau kita sama-sama nantikan jalan pesisir dah ready, dah siap, sama-sama lah kita berjalan di negeri Sarawak, bumi jalang yang kita sayangi tu. Sekali lagi tim Talk Show merakamkan setinggi penghargaan. Terima kasih kepada Yang Berhormat Tan Sri Dato' Amar, Dr. James Jebuk Masing atas kesudian bersama kami orang pada petang tu. Terima kasih Tan Sri.
Thank you very much.
Despite your busy schedule, you're still able to be with us
No, thank you.
for this episode. Terima kasih. kasih dari Taufik Talk Show.